What's up, everyone? This is episode 4 of the UFC 300 Mania Marathon. But first things first about this Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway fight. This fight should not be happening. It shouldn't. It is the stupidest, but yet most entertaining fight possible in the whole world. Justin, what are you doing? Max, what are you doing? Come on, dude. Max, you could have had the 145-pound title shot lined up, but yet you don't want to take it because you want to go get into a fight that might damage your career or end your career. And Justin Gaethje, you're coming off an incredible KO against Dustin Poirier. You could have had the title shot lined up. It doesn't make sense, Phoenix, and I'm very upset, but I'm happy. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, but I do want to read you this quote because I think Max Holloway put a beautiful quote out a couple days ago. He said, "I am sick and tired of everybody telling me what I have to think, how I have to do, and put a limit on me. Just because you put a limit on yourself, don't put a limit on others. You guys, the limit is the sky. I am reaching for the stars, and I'm reaching for the universe, and we are not the same. We are not the same. I get it. This fight doesn't truthfully make sense for the 145-pound division. This fight truthfully doesn't make sense for the 155-pound division because truthfully, Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway both respectively could be having title shots their next fight. But they're different. They're born different. Justin Gaethje is born different. Max Holloway is born different. They're not here for titles. They're not here for legacy. They are here to test themselves against the best fighters in the world on the biggest stages. And truthfully, this is one of the biggest fights that can come because I have no idea what's going to happen in this fight. Half of the people out there watching this video have no idea what's going to happen in this fight. But you both know when the time comes, Max Holloway is going to give it his all. Justin Gaethje is going to give it his all. And they're going to test themselves and push themselves beyond the borders that they have ever been pushed in their life. And that's why I'm excited for this fight. Because as a fighter, you want to fight. You want to prove yourself on every day that you are the best in the world. And that is what this fight is going to do.
Yeah, no, this fight is going to bring fireworks. The UFC threw up a poll on Instagram the other day, and this was the fan favorite fight. But it doesn't make sense. But this is a prediction show, so we are going to be predicting this fight of Justin Gaethje taking on Max Holloway for the BMF title. I'm nervous for this one.
I don't know why I got nervous too. When he said that, I was like, oh man, this fight's coming out soon.
Yeah.
But you got Max Holloway. He's the plus 100 even money underdog. And Justin Gaethje is actually the favorite. He's a minus 130. So, Priest, give me a prediction on this fight. And who's the new BMF champion?
The new BMF champion is already written. And it is going to be the Blessed Express. You guys might be thinking I'm absolutely crazy. But a bunch of MMA fans, they look at results. They saw Justin Gaethje knock out Poirier. But let's go back in time. Poirier dominated Justin Gaethje. Dominated him. And he was arguably winning. He won the first round. Then he got head kicked, sadly. But Max Holloway, he's a volume puncher. And that's one of Justin Gaethje's weaknesses, is a volume puncher. Like Charles Oliveira did. Bunch of knees. Bunch of body kicks, slow down the fight. That's what Max is going to do, throwing 6 to 7 punch combinations. So if I'm Max Holloway, volume and pressure. Those are the two biggest things. If I'm Gaethje, I know you don't like wrestling because you said in so many interviews to get you tired, you got to wrestle. You got to get Max Holloway down to the ground. And how Volkanovski beat Max Holloway is you got to take the fight to Max. Because Max doesn't respect you in there. You got to earn his respect. And that's what Poirier did to Max Holloway too. So, Max Holloway will win this one.
I disagree. What do you talking about? You have Justin Gaethje, who has the power advantage, who might even have the speed advantage, and on top of that has one of the most brutal leg kicks in the entire UFC. He fought Khabib Nurmagomedov, who is arguably one of the most dominant UFC champions, lost one round his entire career, and he said he was 1 or 2 leg kicks from honestly losing that fight. So to say that Max Holloway is going to win this fight is crazy. You have Justin Gaethje, who's one of the most durable and powerful dudes, and he has a lot of ways to win this fight. One of his best punches is his uppercut. It is an uppercut that put Michael Chandler down. It is an uppercut that rocked Rafael Fiziev when he was on a tear. And not only that, it's the leg kicks. So if I'm Justin Gaethje, come out into this fight, leg kicks, leg kicks, leg kicks. Not only that, he has one of the best and most talented coaches in the entire UFC. And truthfully, I think is probably the best coach in the entire UFC, and that is Trevor Whitman, because he has an ability to take Justin Gaethje durability, dog inside him, and channel it down. Against Tony Ferguson in the first round, he was trying to rip his head off, and he said, Justin, throw 80% in your punches. So if I'm Justin Gaethje, throw 80% punches against Max Holloway and you will be successful. So I am going to rock with Justin Gaethje. I think is a dog. I think Max Holloway has the speed advantage, the power advantage, the length advantage at 145.
You just said Gaethje had the power advantage.
At 145. Oh. Coming up to 155, it is a totally different game, a totally different set of power and speed, and he is not going to be handling it.
What do you mean? Max is an average size 155er. He is massive for 145. We saw him in person. The dude is practically 6 feet tall.
I get it. Yes, he is very big. When he's outside of fights, he does fill in very well. But when you're fighting at 145 compared to 155, that 10 pounds is a magnificent difference in every aspect of this fight. And we saw him fight Dustin Poirier at 155. He fought a great fight, but he lost. And the difference was the power.
What do you mean? Max Holloway was sitting there standing and banging and rocked Poirier too.
Yeah, but what was the scorecard? 49-46 across the board, 4 rounds to 1. And I'm not discrediting Max Holloway because I think he was the best, most GOAT 145-pound champion there was because he was on a tear, beat Aldo twice in his prime. So I'm not discrediting this, but I think this is a horrible matchup for Max Holloway at the 155-pound division. Truthfully.
I don't think it's awful. It's not an awful matchup. It's definitely a matchup that can break one guy's career or break the other. And that's what I don't like about this fight. Because they both had title shots lined up for them. But I guess they just want to fight each other to get that money. Money talks.
Money talks and belt talks. But I'm going to rock with Justin Gaethje. Priest is taking the Blessed Express. Max Holloway. It is going to be a great fight. I cannot wait. Me and Priest are going to be a person. This is probably my favorite fight on the night, except Diego Lopez versus Sadiq Youssef. But I'm super excited for this fight. Let us know in the comments who you guys got. Is Justin Gaethje going to do it and keep the BMF belt? Or is the Blessed Express ready to make waves at 155 pounds?